Hey guys, it's Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be wrapping up tistheseasonathon. I did really well this week. I'm so proud of myself. I finished 4 books for tistheseasonathon. So the first book I read for tistheseasonathon is The 12 Days of Christmas by Juliet Madison. This is a Australian author, and it's about this girl. She's an author. She's a romance author. Her grandma just died. And her grandma comes back to her and was like, hey, look, so your grandpa isn't the love of my life. He's up in heaven with his love of his life, and the love of my life is not there. So you have to help me find him because he's obviously still alive. And his name is Dave. So the main character and her spirit grandmother go across the east coast of Australia looking for this Dave Smith, I think his last name was. It was a really fun read. I really enjoyed it. It is a 3-star book for me just because I'm not really a romance reader, so I didn't know how I was going to rate it properly because yeah. So there's 12 Daves in this book, right? And I was expecting them to be all white and male, and they were not. And I'm really glad because it is like 2014 in this book. In the real world, there are never going to be 12 Daves, and they're never all going to be white and male. So that was good. I think we had a Vietnamese, we had a transgender one, and we had a gay Dave as well, which was really exciting. So reading this book completed the challenges: read a book under 250 pages and read a book while listening to Christmas music. And I did vlog some of that, so I will leave that up there. So the next book I read for tistheseasonathon is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I love this book so much. I did not go in with high expectations because I'm not a fan of her work, but this was amazing. I think I enjoyed it because it is focusing on these adults who are like almost 40 in their relationship. And it was good. Like, I loved reading about their marriage, and just because marriage is hard work and you got to work for it to survive, because yes, at the start it's going to be all happy and lovey-dovey, but it's not going to be the honeymoon period 10-20 years later. And I really enjoyed this book. There were some aspects I loved so much. So this completed the challenge of reading a warm and fuzzy book. Did I tell you how many stars I gave? I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. The third book I read for tistheseasonathon is Let It Snow by Maureen Johnson, John Green, and Lauren Miracle. This is 3 short romance novels, and I gave this book on a whole around 3 out of 5 stars. The only book I really enjoyed was the first novel in this one because I love Jubilee. I really could not care less about the other 2 stories. John Green's story kind of just made me angry because I don't really like his books. Like, I liked Looking for Alaska, but that was like 5-7 years ago, so I probably would not like it now, just like I do not like his writing now. And then the third story in this book just felt like a mess. It felt like she was just trying to get all the characters from the last 2 books intertwined while also have a story of her own, and none of her characters felt different. They all felt like the exact same person, and I just wasn't a fan. So the only book that really redeemed was the top book by Maureen Johnson. And reading this book completed the challenge, read a holiday-themed book. And the last book I actually listened to was Sadie by Courtney Summers. This is a mystery/thriller book. I listened to the audiobook, and let me tell you, 10 out of 10. It is amazing. You should all go listen to the audiobook. It's got a full cast, and it's just, oh my goodness. Reading this book completed the challenge, read a book with red or green on the cover because of Sadie's jacket. It is red. This book, okie dokie. So I love Sadie. I hate how open-ended this book was. I was saying not every book needs to have a happy ending. Not every book needs to have all the loose ends tied. But then this book didn't, and I got so angry. And I don't know why, because I wanted it and just... But I love this book. I gave 5 out of 5 stars, and I think everyone should read it. I just want to give a content warning. So we've got sexual abuse, we've got pedophilia. I'll just link everything down below so that you'll go in knowing it was a bit, because I did not know any of that. I'm glad that it didn't trigger me, but it might trigger you. So I just wanted to give you a full heads up. I also liked in Sadie how we had some diverse characters there. Were a bit, main character Sadie is queer, and also Wes McRae, I believe he has a husband, which is pretty awesome. And then there are a couple side characters were also queer as well. So that was awesome. Just letting you know, we've got some queer content in this book, which is good stuff. I love this book. I can't wait to see what else Courtney Summers has wrote. So I know on my TBR that I said I was going to read Harry Potter. I did not get around to it, but I didn't even know if I'm going to get around to it for the rest of December, but we will just see. Those were the books that I completed for Tis This Seasonathon. I completed 5 out of the 6 challenges. There was 5 challenges, and then they had a bonus challenge, which was read the group book, which I could not get my hands on in time. I'm so happy with myself. I'm glad I'm out of this little slump that I was in, and I cannot wait to read bigger and better things for the rest of December and for all of 2019. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Add me on Goodreads at sashreads and on Bookstagram at sashreads as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.